Arcana duels once in Duel Links, not in Duel Links. Arcana duels once in DM, and that one iconic duel when he becomes a character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Can we get Lazar? And I know we have a bunch of his gesture cards as rewards, and like Jester Confit is in here in the Shirnui mini box, but I would love Lazar. Yeah, but look at Infernity Destruction here, and number one, I already went into the selection box and I got all the Goyo. I love Goyo Guardian, but I wasn't hype about Infinities. And Infernities. I was hype about, but I knew that these guys weren't going to do anything because I love rituals, and this is the Armageddon and Oblivion, like end of the world ritual archetype is in strategy is an overt appeal to me as a player because I love ritual monsters, but I know they're just so nothing in the meta if I'm going to be competitive with them. Like, it's literally like a fun meme deck, and maybe I'll come to them when I'm ready for that, or I want that. Maybe after Zexal World, after I get over like the crippling disappointment of what we get, and I can play against you guys with these. But otherwise, I'm just like, no, I'll like save for Zexal or the mini box. I mean, people have teched Simorg into Dark Lords and vampires and trying to like revitalize those decks. But otherwise, I haven't had any interest in Simorg. I'm not saying it's a bad card, but I'm not, and I'm into weird like or look down upon summoning mechanics like tribute summoning and ritual summoning. But I'm not nuts about Simorg in particular. Not because it's bad, but I just don't know. To be honest, I haven't given it much of a chance. But maybe I will when I go into this box for all this stuff. And X Sabers, I love X Sabers. X Sabers was the initial reason and one of the initial decks I made when I started in Duel Links in August. But the problem is, like, he's a tuner, okay, and he's level 3. It's like level 3 tuner, okay, and this effect is pretty good. Effect battle damage, and he got a big attack for a tuner monster relative to the level. It discard a random card. That's really good. Like a white magical hat with 1600, like, yeah. But he's a tuner, a cool X, like a Wolverine knockoff here, and shout out to X-Men, and there's no way to special summon him. Whereas, at least with the other X-Saber tuner, way back in the day, one of the first Stardust Acceleration, the first X-Saber tuner, you can't special summon him, but he has this really cool like protection effect. And he even has you can get a special summon if he destroys a defense position monster. This guy's just better, and so that sucks. And then unfortunately, a bunch of the other like X-Saber like cards in the box just aren't like. This is ridiculous. Okay, like this is comedic value to me, but not any even like rogue or like versus gameplay to me. Like, I'm not saying that maybe you could find like a broken combo with it or something, but if the combo's going to be broken, it's going to be like degenerate. So I'm probably I have no interest. I'm just not going to get this card. Barkion, I would have gone in for Barkion, but I already got him. I'm again like Infernities and then we have these boys here. And don't get me started on weather painters, because I'm not gonna play weather painters. They're I mean I see way too many people playing degenerate versions of them that I can't be like degenerate in a winning strategy with them. Like I'm curious if you have builds get included in the Discord of non-degenerate weather painter builds. And this is cool, but I don't think it's gonna help. And these are just cool, but they'd be fun. But I don't think it's what X Sabers needed. Definitely, at least in this meta. But who knows? Maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll come back to this one. Oh, but don't. Oh, I'm all about the cute, not weather painters, performer pals. The hype is real. Exactly. Arabellum is a UR. I love you, Edu. Let's make sure we go through all the chat here. So ZBA, I feel you, man. I literally have that many gems because I didn't touch Infernity Destruction. Destroys all special summon monsters and then burns them for half their attack points. Yeah, but if it's like a quarter, if it's half of half for Grinder Golem, Nick, and that's like the plan, it'll be like instead of half, it'll be a quarter. Grinder Golem could then come to Duel Links. Hazy Pillar. It's me, Luigi. How you doing, Luigi? Hazy, in you're advocating that Hazy might be the structure deck? Maybe, because they're Hazy Sphinx lovers. My boy YT Dan, YouTuber, he loves Hazy Sphinx, and I love him. So I'm not saying no. ZB, I am with you. My number one things that I want Red Eye support, and I want Cyber Angel. I want the Cyber Girls freed. Dark Lords were crushed by the ban list. They certainly were. If they were ever unbanned, they would be tier 1. Or dang close, especially with the tech that we're getting more now in the environment that we're in. Yeah, Dark Lords are spooky scary. Is the burn nerf the only different thing with the new master rules? If you want to call a new master rule implementation happening in Duel Links, because master rule is definitely like a TCG term. The burn nerf, and the only things that they're nerfing are Lava Golem is already in game going to half damage, and then all these future cards are gonna go to half damage. Dude, in ZBA for us Red Eyes fanboys out here, the burn nerf is heaven, because probably Inferno Fire Blast, Red Eyes Flare Dragon, the XYZ monster, the fusion retrains of Black Skull Dragon and Meteor Black Dragon, they all have burn damage, like insane big burn damage. I mean, it would be insane and big in Duel Links, but with the nerf, they'd be fair targets, and so I'm excited about Red Eyes getting some love. Epic Stab. I do not like Weather Painters. I don't like how people are playing Weather Painters, and because my impression of them is based on playing against people who've been playing them, I very much so dislike them. Gallo saying yes, but I just started my Red Eyes build. Pretty much basic Red Eyes Fusion deck. Yeah, dude. I would be so much partial to and just so much more like favorable and loving to Red Eyes Fusion if we had more fusion monsters to use it with. Because the restriction on Red Eyes Fusion is very harsh. Red Eyes Fusion is an older card and doesn't do all the crazy things that Neos Fusion does. You can't banish Red Eyes Fusion like you can Neos Fusion to protect your Red Eyes Fusion or Red Eyes card. You can't. The clause is such that Neos Fusion came out before Red Eyes Fusion. With Red Eyes Fusion, you can't summon anything else other than the fusion monster, whereas you can with Neos Fusion. So there's a lot of restrictions on Red Eyes Fusion, but I'd be more partial to it if we had more of a diversity of targets, because as you say in the description on the channel here and on the YouTube description and in the sort of again what is it the prophecy, was it season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh movie with the dynamic between Red Eyes and Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is power. As it says in the text of the card, an engine of destruction. But Red Eyes is potential. Okay, Duel Links, I'm waiting for the potential. Like, we have, a grand total of 3 targets for Red Eyes Fusion? Meteor, Black Skull Dragon, and Slash Dragon? Come on. So I'm excited about getting more fusion targets for Red Eyes. Yeah, actual cash. ZBA group. The game's fun, so I think it's a good trade-off, very much so. Monkey keyboard for Pendulum. Nick, you literally post. Nick, I'm gonna say, you literally post the most outrageous, sensational thing no monkey keyboard. No monkey keyboard ever, I think, is ever coming to Duel Links. And I've said before, if we do get Pendulum, and I think we will, but it'll be like a really like toned down, really gimmicky version and almost unrecognizable to what they had in the TCG. And the reason they would give us Pendulum is because they want like the characters and the world and the cards to be able to like the thematics more. They want the thematics and like the anime and the characters to like go into more in the game. Because Duel Links has been lucrative, very lucrative for Konami. But they don't want the mechanics and the madness that was the Pendulum era in the OCG and TCG. So it's just going to be like a silly gimmick. So no monkey keyboard. I want DM support. They really need it. I love you, Edu. I love you. And I hope you know how much I love you, Edu. Because, dude, what you know about the Eternal Soul, my guy? What you know? What else do they have? Oh, it's not a retrain, but it's like a different version of, and it's like a high efficiency card of Dark Magician Girl. I don't remember what she's called, but she does some crazy stuff. You special summon. She's like a hand trap too. Yeah, DM more support. Absolutely. No Grinder Golem effects is for burn all of its attack points. Yeah, no thank you, Grinder Golem. So with the burn to be half, I think they'd still be scared of Grinder Golem, even with the half damage. Grinder Golem was nuts in the TCG. But I don't know. I'm not Konami. They should also give us Grandpa. Tiger Fang out here calling for Grandpa. Can everyone on the next survey, I said it before, I say it again, can we put Grandpa Moto in the game finally with some insane Exodia support? Duke Devlin. I love me some Duke Devlin, and you know they both appeared in the DSOD movie, and that seems to be the only like bar because Joey don't duel, Scud don't duel, Taya doesn't duel in the movie, Sarah doesn't duel. They're all in the movie. Get Grandpa? Can we get? You need to flesh out DSOD world more. Put Grandpa and Duke Devlin in DSOD. Put Duke Devlin in his waiter clothes because he's like a server in DSOD. He just makes his little cameo, and I love it. We're going to continue here. It's not just Lava Golem, it's all burn cards in the game already. Lava Golem, they said in the announcements that the burn damage cards that are in-game that they're going to nerf is just Lava Golem. And then moving forward, they're going to port in TCG for us, or OCG, trading cards, and they're going to be errataed in game to do half the damage they did in the card game. We need Invoker support. Stop it. Both of you. I love you so much. There isn't enough to run with at all. It's like Konami doesn't even want me to play this Alistair the Invoker that I invested all my money in the Dark Dimension with. Kill me. We need Rainbow Neos. Kill me. I'm gonna die. If they put Rainbow Neos in the game, I'm gonna keel over. I'm not gonna be able to take it. No love for Red Eyes because no love for Joey. Nick says, debatably, man. Like I was saying yesterday in the stream, the Dark Side of Dimensions movie came out, and the Dark Side of in Hotcakes and the TCG, the Dark Side of Dimensions movie set. Like the pack, and it had all the cards used in the movie, like all the magician girls, all the different fruits, all the blue eye support stuff Kaiba used, all the cubic stuff, silver, gold gadget are in there, like the different like dimension card trap cards Yugi uses, the Lord Gaia card is in there, so all this stuff they use in the movie, but the hypest card in that set was definitely, and then there's promo cards they gave like alternative art for God cards. That set sold like hotcakes. They had a gold version, they had a secret version, they had a special edition. They just kept selling it in part because the only way you could get Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon was in that set, and Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon was just and Chaos Max Dragon in Chaos form is all in there. And it sold like hotcakes. But finally, when I don't know if it was, again, I still can't remember. I didn't look it up. If it was 2019 or 20, I think it's 2019. The promo cards in 2019 included, finally, they gave us, my boy Joey, they gave us Red Eyes Alternative Dragon. And the TCG community was just like, sorry, Red Eyes players, Konami hates you. Konami hates you. Konami hates you. Or they just don't like you because this is, wow, this card is very, situational. And that was the best way they could say it. Yeah, my boy Red Eyes ain't getting much love from Konami unless you, and I said this yesterday, unless you say Dragoon is love. But dang it, Red Eyes Dragoon is only partially Red Eyes. He's a fusion monster between Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon. So he's not even full on here's okay. It's not even Konami giving a sigh and just being like, okay, we give in. Here you go, Red Eyes. You've been waiting. You've been so long. You've been a good boy. You've been our little neglected child, of us giving legacy support to, whereas we just absolutely showering, Dark Magician and Blue Eyes with legacy support. Here you go. And then it's a Red Eyes toy, but it's only half their toy. Red Eyes Black Dragon, fandom and community, Konami does not care about us. Continuing. I know, right, I was raging. I still win, but it takes a lot longer to get staged with my Red Eyes. Shout out to Gallo. I know, man. I want Red Eyes to be good. Dude, as soon as Red Eyes is good, before they put that on the tier list, I'm going to go crazy with it. I want some Red Eyes. I'm sensational. Give me all the sensation. ZBA, before we get more DM, please give Red Eyes some love. Exactly. We're half dead. Oh, dog, ZBA, we are dead. We are dead. The only viable rogue strategy you can play with Red Eyes is with Slash Dragon and Red Eyes Fusion. And Konami again makes token appeals to us because which set was it? Look, Konami's so here in the dark dimension, and this is September 2019. So this is a year ago. They give all pseudo DM support. This isn't overtly Dark Magician support, but the Magician Girls, and Veil. More often than not, a Dark Magician card, Magicalized Fusion. So okay, here's some poultry stuff. Before that, Dark Dimension. So here we are in this area. It's June 2019, but before that, May 2019. Here you go, Blue Eyes. We love you. Take this, enjoy. Give them a run. Be competitive. We all know what this does. And that's in tandem with the dang structure decks. And then I say again, Blue Eyes meta. Dark Magician, maybe some love in here, or at least allusions to Dark Magician. Yep, nope. Here we go. I have Timaeus. Dark Magician gets love. We go back to this is bitter. I'm gonna straight up say I'm being bitter right now. This was in May. This is some of the last core support we got for Red Eyes. Was in May. Where is it? It's gonna give us the date. Yeah, May 12th. Okay, but they gave us one. They gave us one other thing after this, so we can't say they haven't done anything for Red Eyes. But the last big anything, well over a year ago, and we're giving them in September. We're giving them something. In terms of big boxes, what did they do? And then of course Guardians of Rock. They just keep showering them, giving them navigation, giving them amulet, giving them where's Eye? I have Timaeus is in here. There he is. But then, we get up here and, we are in September 2019. Red Eyes is still in the dark. But, we take the table scraps. Red Eyes will take the table scraps. We'll still sit around. We go up here, Dark Dimension, just showed you. Stuff in there. Not so much in these ones. But then, oh! Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who likes a protagonist? Kuna, we love you. We love you, Dark Magician. Oh, we love you so much. Oh, you're just the best. So yeah, there you go, DM. Okay. And so we get to this point, and so Red Eyes is just like, like Cricket's like, yo. And they're like, hey, because Red Eyes players, out here seeing, if the communities, we can't say necessarily communities are of equal size, because down here we got, Whitestone, and so like Konami's like, okay, Red Eyes, Master of Shadows, the next set, here you go. What? Go. Yeah. Red Eyes. Red Eyes card. Ultra rare. ZBA. They don't love us. Oh, and then insult to injury. This is like February. We get this, right? Insult to injury. Beginning of March, Banlist just comes out. What's that? What's on the cover of the next main box set? The biggest set, I think debatably, the biggest set of 2020. Konami loves us. Konami loves Red Eyes Black Dragon players. I think I've made my case. I gotta keep looking at chat here.